Alright, this is the m17x, and currently it's running on both the 9800M and the Quadro 3700M. Quadro driver is not installing quite right, so I'm going to see if I can just download that and do it manually. So I'll get right. Alright, so I just downloaded the driver, and now it's installing a graphics driver. Hopefully this will get it to recognize it. Sorry about the shakiness, I was trying to close the port on the phone case. Hopefully it'll recognize the Quadro. Everything will be amazing and cool. If not, I'm gonna toss on a GTX 280M BIOS onto it because they're basically identical. One is just made slightly differently. So yeah, I'll let you know how the install goes. It's also installing Windows updates, so of course it's not going to focus, but believe me, it's got Windows updates. Yeah, believe me. So I'm going to restart it after that, and then we'll see what the progress is. If good, then yeah. If bad, then no. So yeah. Okay, here's the M17 with it in its current state. My keyboard's off just to let the GPUs get there. It's not an issue. Well, it's not off, but you know, it's loose. It's a thing. I'm going to try to flash the BIOS on the 3700M that was just put in. It recognizes, but when I tried to put it into the master port on the motherboard, or at the bottom, I don't care. Go away, NVIDIA. Go away. And I'm going to try to see if by following this overclock.net page, I can do a thing. So I've disabled the graphics drivers. That's where it said driver available. And I put the NV flash folder into the C drive with the BIOS I want to load up onto it. Now I read from a notebook review forum post that you need to do one card at a time. Obviously, since there are different cards in this, I have to do that anyways, but pretty much the code is basically the same from the master port. Just had to change this 0 here to the 1 that's right here, because the master card is card number 0 and the slave card is card number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. If it doesn't explode, then I'll assume we have succeeded. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I have got a working version of NVFlash. On a newer version, it was not detecting either video card, but now, with an older version, surprisingly enough, it is working just fine. So now, NVFlash index selecting card number 1, which is the Quadro, and then code 06, which should be a thing. Error, GPU mismatch. Why though? Okay, so apparently that didn't work. I'm going to make sure I got everything typed up correctly. 090518, 090518, and 1024, 1024, GTX 280M, Clevo. Okay, I'm going to go and hit enter. Yes. Alright, storing updated firmware image. Update successful. Exit. I'm going to go ahead and re-enable both display adapters since I disabled them for the flash. Now they're both enabled. Let's go ahead and restart and see how it goes, or if it was fail or not fail. Okay. It has just restarted. Installing driver software. Alright. I may need to reinstall the GTX driver because it does have the Quadro driver installed. Screen goes off. Back on. Off, back on, off, back on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's back as a 3700? What? No. No, no, no. I'm gonna go ahead and download the GTX driver right now and see if that changes anything. Alright, it's downloading. It'll take a while. I'll get to when it's installed. Okay, this makes no sense. It's being recognized as a desktop Quadro FX 3700. What does that mean? Is that a good thing or bad thing? Oh, right. Benchmark stuff. GPU-Z, tell me more. Get out of here. 3700, 1 gig GDR3 still. Okay. I don't quite understand how it's being recognized as a 3700. Do I get display if I disable the 9800? If I do, then yeah. If not, then oh. Get out of here, get out of here. Nope, okay. Let's see what combination of keys you had to do. So then, Alt, right, down, down, down. Okay. Alt, right, down, down, down. There we go. That enabled it again. So I'm still not getting video with the Quadro. I don't know why it didn't flash as a 280M. Like, I have the 280M BIOS. Like, look. NZ flash, look. Clevo. 280M. I don't understand. How did this BIOS turn it into a desktop Quadro? It's a notebook GTX, turns into a desktop Quadro. I literally don't even. Okay. I just realized that the 280M came in MXM2 and MXM3 format. And the BIOS that I got, I'm sure it was for MXM3, because that was the most common. So I found a 280M BIOS that is from the 2 MXM2 format, and I downloaded it along with some other ROMs that I could try to throw onto it. And we're going to try to do the same thing again, so disable the Quadro first. Disable the GTX card next. And there we go, we get display again. So I'll get back to the point when I can do a thing, and yeah. Alright, it's loaded back up. Gonna do a few things here. Must have without ROM. But it is. Let's try this again. Maybe it's the spaces. Yeah, it's got to be the spaces, so let's just edit this right quick. Yes, I can do that. Awesome. Okay, let's give that a shot. Yes. Alright, storing up his firmware image. It's taking longer. Perhaps that's a good sign. Update successful. We're going to go ahead and enable the Quadro. Enable the 9800. And now, I'm going to restart. And we're going to go ahead, I'm actually going to, before I restart, make sure that the Wi-Fi is off. Okay, I don't have an option to safely eject the Wi-Fi card on the side here, so out it comes. And then we will remove the USB drive in case it tries to boot off of it. So now it's getting no connection. It shouldn't try to download anything upon restart. So let this go, and we'll see where that gets us. So yeah, see you in a minute. Alright, installing device driver software. We're still, not even after this, reinstall a clean software thing. And yeah, and it was the spaces. It was the spaces. It's taking longer to install the driver. It's still installing driver. Okay, that's taking quite a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and just, there we go. I'm not sure if that's the right one. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, did that get it? Huh. Just quit out of that. Quit out of that. I don't know what it installed or what version it thinks it is. But I think I can't install the other one until this one's done. It still has NView Desktop Manager, so it still has the Quadro software on it. So I will put all GeForce onto it as soon as it's done installing, which could take forever, so I'll get back to you. This still sees it as a desktop 3700. Like, I don't even. I literally, I can only odd. Alright, so you get out of here. Oh my god, click and drag. What are you? There we are. No idea why it took so long. So this will come out here. And come on. Let me get a 280M BIOS onto you. Let me use you as a 280M. I have other options I can go to if that does not work. I can try to make it look like a 9800M GTX. Same generation, it might just work. Agree and continue. Custom. Clean install. Still has NView though. Oh well, I'll wait for this to install. Okay, so turns out it was a successful flash, just that the name is wrong. And I think the reason for that is because the vendor for stock BIOS is marked as unknown. I'm going to set it to ASUS, and I've actually already gone and saved it, but I'll save as. And there we go. Now I'm going to try to flash again. This time it'll be marked as ASUS, which is actually, if I bring up the 9800, you'll see it is marked sub-vendor ASUS as well. So maybe then it'll work. So yeah, let's hope. Okay, it has just started up. And we're waiting to see what it pops up as. Installing driver software, amazing. Come on, 280M. 280M. $280M. This could take a while. And it's still 3700. An interesting thing I found out. Where is it? Benchmark stuff. GPU-Z. inhibitor. Find the BIOS. Computer. And Z-Flash. Here we go. So this is what we just tried to put on. The 1GB 280M issues. And it comes up as, no. It comes up as a Quadro 3700. Now, if you take a look at the clocks, all the clocks are identical. So this is a 280M BIOS, it just has the 3700 name. Oh, that's probably going to try to open up a web page, yep. Not connected to internet because I didn't want it to do Wi-Fi stuff. So it is working. But can I use this as the main card now? Let's find out. Okay, so I have 9800M GTX and 9800M BIOS on. I'm told that you could just flash the same BIOS of your already good card onto it, and that could work. I'm going to try to do the GTX BIOS first, since that would match up slightly better to the FX 3700. And as long as it works, I kind of don't care, because when I tried it before, it didn't work. So, yep, I'm going to flash it to the GTX 9800M GTX BIOS. I'll see you at the reboot. Alright, just started up. Still have the keyboard like that, so the fan's gonna get error because horrible design choice. Like, there should be some vents here, but nope. Thank you, Alienware, for making such a good system. Much sarcasm. So we're still booting up. Gotta wait for the installing driver thing to make sure it worked. There we go. Let's see what it comes up as. Huh, this is new. It wants me to restart. Okay. Let's see what comes up after it's done. Alright, back at the desktop. Let's open up NVIDIA control panel. What will you say it is? A moment of truth or denial? Come on. Alright, come on, click home. Click home. And, okay. It's only seeing the 9800M. Okay. Both fans are still spinning, so something didn't explode yet. Alright, so, waiting on device manager, so that I can disable and quickly flash back to the default 3700M BIOS, or try to put on the 9800M GT. Oh, so it didn't even install. Okay, so it's being recognized. That tells me it's something else. So let's just try to do a clean install of the drivers and see if that works. I'll get back to you. Okay, taking a quick look at the driver installation, it is not showing the end view thing. So that means it's not detecting a Quadro. Let's see what it pops up as. Alright. It's got a restart. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, just booted up. Let's get ourselves to the NVIDIA control panel. I have no idea why the processor fan is going so hard, but whatever, I kind of don't care. NVIDIA control panel. Let's see what pops up. Alright, 9800M GTX. That's cool, I guess, right? Benchmark stuff. So let's see what it pops up as. We're looking for 583 megahertz on the core, looking for 1450 on the shader, and 9 something for the memory. I can, of course, check back onto one of the other 980Ms. No, 3700Ms. So GPU-Z, get up there. File, open BIOS. I wish it would save its location. It's kind of annoying. NV Flash, 280M Asus one that we had before. We are going to compare. Okay. It is being recognized even better. Instead of 583, we are at 600. Instead of 1450, we're at 1600. And instead of 950, okay, we're still at 950. But does it work? Direct Compute 4.0 is not ticked. What does firmware have to say? Will it crash the display driver like it did that one time before? Or nah? No, it doesn't. That's actually quite good. Alright. Each of them have about the same load, actually. But with both of them being recognized as GeForce cards, I wonder if now I can put on the 280M BIOS. Screen, nope, 3D settings. Okay, I'm going to try to play a game and see if it'll use the 9800 not GTX card. And I mean the Quadro card. So, let's see how this goes, or it doesn't go. Okay, here we are. What I did was I swapped the places of the Quadro and the 9800 card to see if now with the Quadro being seen as a GTX card, if it'll... Oh my god! It's working! It's actually working! Yeah. Let's get into Windows and see if it's working. Alright, this is installing driver software. Let's see what it comes up as. Alright, fresh off the restart. Still loading the icons. There we go. NVIDIA control panel. Let's see what card number 1 is. And hopefully I actually have it in the right order. Because it's almost impossible to tell which card is which while you're looking at it. Because they both have the almost completely identical PCBs. $9800M GT is the thing? Oh. Oh, wait. Yeah. Let's see what card number 0 is. Oh. Of course, it's not going to work right. It looks like it's being recognized as the thing. Okay, standalone. 0 is 9800 MGTX. Okay. So as soon as it's all done loading up, I will try to launch a 3D app. And if it plays better and awesome, then oh yeah. If not, then I'll be wasted and try to do something else. This has been a long video, but I must push on. Okay. I have swapped the video card places because last time the computer just restarted and died, pretty much. So I'm going to try to do it with it in the slave slot now and see if I can get it to be a 280M. Hopefully it'll work. Well, it's back to normal with the 3700 as the slave card. Back to its stock BIOS. So I guess until I can figure out something else out, this Quadro will be used as a rendering card only, since it is, I did test it before and it does work in Adobe quite well actually, for what it is, you know. So yeah, if you enjoyed this little BIOS adventure, then please go ahead, leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course subscribe for more. Thanks, Game Boy out. I'll see you in the future. Actually, before I go, look at what happened. Let's see if you can tell. There you go. You see the crack on the left there? A similar thing has happened to the right side now, along the edge there. That means it no longer clicks really loud. It actually has some pretty quiet clicks. Before, it would sometimes get slightly stuck into a loud click every once in a while. But now I guess it's good to go. It's not supposed to crack like that. I'm going to get a new palm rest eventually if I can find one. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this super long video. Yep, thanks Game Boy. I'll see you in the future.